We are here today at the Youth Resource Centre of the Western Region in the beautiful city of Axim. And we have gone on an inspection with you, our friends from the media, and you can see for yourselves that work is progressing, and in fact, work is at advanced stages of completion. Very soon, the consultant will announce to you the percentage of work that is done and what is outstanding, and shall also give you an indication of when work is expected to be completed practically, and when this facility will be handed over to the National Youth Authority, the clients constructing this facility. But we think that it's important that we use today's occasion to set some records straight and to clear some misconceptions about the project. So I'll state for the records that this project commenced sometime in 2018. In fact, in October of 2018. We have heard people make the claim that this project was supposed to last for 9 months. Indeed, the initial conception of the youth resource centers were envisaged to have been completed within 9 months. But that original conception has since changed significantly. So it is to be expected that the deadline for the completion of work will also change with the changing scope of works. The first contract that was signed, the contract for the construction of the Youth Resource Centre at Axim, I hold in my hands a copy of that contract, was executed by the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports then, the Honorable Isaac Kwame Esiama, and the contractor also executed. And the witnesses are here. This document, if you read this document, which talks about the 9 months that we are now religiously sticking to, speaks to the construction of 2 stands, a football field, and some other activities. But what you see here is not 2 stands. That became possible because there was a variation to this contract, and an addendum contract was then executed, adding 2 more stands, therefore increasing the capacity of the facility to what it currently is. So it is to be expected that a project, a contract that was to build 2 stands over 9 months couldn't possibly be expected to build 4 stands within the same 9 months. And so the timelines automatically will change. So it beats our mind why we still hold on to the 9 months time frame, which, as I indicated to you, was a part of the original contract. Then, in addition to these 2 contracts, now we even have a 3rd contract, which is the phase 2, which has to deal with some of the the additions that will make the facility economically viable and also functional, so that we can deal with the challenge of maintenance. So you find that there is the walling, which was not a part of the original contract and the addendum contract, but it is now part of the phase 2. There were major drain issues, which were now also factored in the phase 2. There's the issue of the floodlights and the ticketing booths, because, like I discussed earlier, the idea of economic viability of the project was factored in. So we started off with a small conception to create safe spaces for youth congregation, focusing on primarily football and some outdoor games like volleyball and netball. That concept got improved to a 4-stand 5,000-seater minimum, expandable, with additional facilities, including even residential facilities.
The project should have been completed by now, but in the course of the works, we realized that Axim in particular records heavy rainfalls, so that affected the progress. And again, we also have to bring in some variations which also affected progress. But we are expecting that by the end of April, we will do the handing over to the clients.
Edika yebeda omampeni ase. Ese we ba cabinet na yenka ho. No credit yeba kopeti de bia omampeni ye danase. Se project bia bia na say hey UGCC company for finzima, and then it resonates with him. And we know there as you can see my former minister Beka Chiremo. We lobbied, cried, cajoled. And I sakai. Nyamia dum. Say fees like teta abreso as you can see my abreso and miamia Pius Hadzide abreso no. Ejumane de meka say enzima had the ekoso sin baby esan say me ankasa no me wo chamber me ni chamber me di akire anopa na anwumre obehu mi ana me we na NYA ho na makọ office ho na me bisa no na ekosa nti in spite of all the challenges that they have had enzima nko ade ne de meka se contractor no break ye obe break na sensuo na eto womu wosika mu niska na me frɛ no yewura besma pebesia be wie adwuma no so me cash on when nyam say throughout the years no omo aye adwuma wo hankakra with a very little resource on benya no omo ba and say say ba we are over 80% tie nim say enche emebunu a ewa ha no omo sa beka sa bia no omo so footballers a wom basketballers a wom any track runners a wom no womu aye bibi ahye ma hye omobo so omu bie pa de na baby jet ye de ne beba madam fo pa oni capitano Steven Apia tie de omo beba krom na womu so abehye nkran e ma mrantia ewa ha no ehu womu say if baby jet can be who he is, another child from Zimmerland can aspire to be just like them. It is because the leaders of this place, myself humbly and other leaders, Adam Hadzide, this is like the 7th visit. What's you want, my friend? Oh, his mind and heart is on this one. And no can one ejumani koso. Yes, you ma post ana udi echire. I say but done in a very subtle manner.